28 American entities added to restricted list, including major aerospace and defense firms on January 2, 2025. China's Ministry of Commerce announced the addition of 28 U.S. entities to its export control list. This move aims to protect China's national security and interests, targeting several major American aerospace and defense companies. This escalation comes amidst heightened tensions between the two nations, with the United States actively working to curtail the presence of Chinese-manufactured drone technology and other critical components in its domestic market. Key companies affected the new restrictions target prominent U.S. firms, including General Dynamics, Boeing Defense, Space and Security, Lockheed Martin Corporation, Raytheon Missiles, and Defense L3 Harris Technologies. These companies now face significant limits on their activities in China. The restrictions impact imports, exports, and investments, creating further challenges for firms navigating an increasingly bifurcated global market. Dual-use items ban. China's ban on the export of dual-use items to these 28 entities has immediate and sweeping implications. Dual-use items, which have both civilian and military applications, are often critical to aerospace and defense manufacturing. The ban underscores China's intent to exert leverage in this growing trade and security standoff. Additional measures. In addition to the export controls, 10 of the 28 companies have been placed on China's unreliable entity list, which imposes severe penalties, including prohibitions on imports from or exports to China, restrictions on new investments in China, bans on sending executives to work or live in China. These measures further isolate U.S. firms from accessing China's vast industrial and consumer markets. Reasons for the action. China cited several justifications for these controls: safeguarding national security, protecting national interests, fulfilling international obligations, retaliating against U.S. restrictions on chip sales to China. This move is widely seen as a direct response to U.S. actions, particularly regarding advanced semiconductor exports, as well as broader restrictions on technology sharing. U.S. efforts to limit Chinese technology. The U.S. has also intensified its restrictions on Chinese technology, particularly in the drone industry. Recent legislation and policies aim to reduce reliance on Chinese-manufactured drones and related components, citing national security risks. These measures are part of a broader strategy to foster supply chain resilience and protect critical industries. However, they have created difficulties for domestic companies seeking to scale and remain competitive globally. Impact on U.S.-China relations. The U.S. and China are increasingly leveraging trade controls as tools of geopolitical strategy. This latest move by China highlights its willingness to respond to U.S. actions with similar measures, reinforcing a tit-for-tat dynamic that has defined the relationship in recent years. The restrictions further complicate an already tense environment for U.S. companies operating in or sourcing from China. For firms like General Dynamics, Lockheed Martin, and others, the new restrictions pose operational and strategic challenges, potentially impacting their supply chains and access to critical resources. What's next? Experts anticipate that these trade restrictions will escalate further. Andrew Gilholm, a China analyst, has noted the growing pace of such actions, predicting that both nations will continue to use trade policy as a key lever in their strategic competition. For the U.S., the dual challenge of limiting Chinese influence while supporting domestic industries like drone manufacturing underscores the complexities of its approach. Companies like Skydio represent the intersection of these challenges, navigating restrictive domestic policies and international competition. While the affected U.S. companies have not yet commented on the new Chinese restrictions, the ramifications for their operations in China and the broader geopolitical landscape are likely to be significant. As the U.S. and China remain locked in economic and technological competition, the consequences for global trade and security will continue to unfold.